What's up guys, my name is Fari, and in today's video it's a bit of a different one from the usual sit downs and like breaking down workflows and things like that. And today I just wanted to pick up the camera and just talk into the camera again. I haven't done this in a while, so yeah, I thought it would be one of those moments that I can just share some of the things that I think are important to me, and also just pick up the camera again, because I think there's a lot of value from that I should be able to create as well. And there's so many things, especially for me, since I love building a bunch of different things and also sharing value and creating value as well, that I thought I should just start to pick up the camera again and bring back the curiosity that started this whole journey, the whole journey of building and making things, and just exploring different things. I think that needs to be brought back in a sense, and just for the love of the game as well, because for me, I've been building so many things. Last year we did the 154 days each and every single day, and that was fun, and I learned a great deal from that. And now it's just asking the question of what can we now do about that, because there was this dry period where I wasn't sharing as much of what was going on and what I was building. But now I've just decided to bring back that curiosity that started the whole journey, and for the love of the game and building as well. I'm somewhat of a builder, and I like to share what I'm making or like what I'm learning. And I think that needs to come back into a full circle moment. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me is just being able to create value and just being able to share that value as well. I have fallen in love with building automations and operations in that specific field, and just sharing the high level thoughts that I've been able to capture, and also what I think about the future. And what I do think about that is that there's no better time to build other than now. I think now is the greatest time to build, and for me it brings me so much energy and joy to build. And also now trying to somewhat document that in a way that works for me, and also allows me to share some of the things that I'm learning on a day to day, and also creates value for you guys that are also learning. Because I want to look back, if you've watched any of my 154-day videos, I want to look back and be like, I was completely young back then, and now I'm in a completely different place that, is moving towards the main vision of what it is that I want to get to, and also share that as well. Because I see a lot of value in building that and also sharing that as well. And that means also being able to bring back the curiosity, like I said a couple times now, the one that started this whole journey 10 years ago of being on YouTube. And I think for me, that is 100% what I see to be something that I need to 100% work on, and also do a lot more of. A lot of things have happened, learned a lot of things, also failed at a lot of things, but the one thing that has always kept me going is building. And I think one of the things that I love to do is to just go in and build things that create value, and I want to share that value a lot more, rather than me building and not really sharing that. I think that it will be a good video to watch back, looking back into the future. Looking back into the past, of course. And I want to, somewhat also, like I said in my videos, inspire, people as well to build stuff, because I believe there's no greater feeling than solving problems and building things that, create value for others. And I want to document that as well, and just continuously share that in a way that works for me, and also that, creates value most importantly. And I think there's so many things, like now with AI and all these different tools and frameworks and information that is traveling on in the world. There's just so many things to build and so little time to get to build it all. And I want to share that a lot more. And I'm going to be doing that, just trying out a bunch of different formats and iterating in order to create innovation. And I think that is, something that is exciting. And I want to share a lot more of that. And I'm going to share a lot more of that. And, I'm excited for the road ahead to just continuously just iterate, build a bunch of cool things that create value, and also just document that journey as well. And if I were to say anything, for anyone looking back or watching this, it's now is the best time to create stuff. There's so many opportunities now with the rise of AI, so many things that are gonna flow downstream as a result of that. There's so many use cases and things that are gonna be available that weren't available before. And that's just my personal belief. And I think life is best lived when you're just building things and also just chasing what it is that you believe you've been put on this world to accomplish and to do. And it's no greater feeling, especially for me, to be able to do that on a day-to-day and also share that as well. So moving on, I just wanted to take a moment, just record this video and bring back, the curiosity driven version of me and just talk into the camera, that so that it ignites, the beginning of, what's ahead, and just sharing what's working, what's not working, and what I'm learning and, also failing at, because I think that is also super important for the journey as well. And I wish, to continue to create value. That's the most important thing. And that's the thing that keeps me going up at night and during the day, is that, I'm chasing, solving problems and creating value for others as well. And yeah, I'm super excited, with the newsletter, with the YouTube here. I'm going to be sharing a ton more of that, high level breakdowns, and just so much more. And I'm super excited to share that. And if you guys, love, what I'm doing, or just love the work that's going on, make sure to just check out the newsletter where I share my weekly deep dives of what I'm learning, just a different medium compared to these long form video formats, and also the YouTube as well. All the links are down in the description. Let's learn. I'm excited to keep on learning and bringing back, the consistency, and also scaling what it is that we've been able to do and also going to achieve into the future. And I think that is going to be a life that's, super exciting, and also something to be excited about, at least for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.